your homegirl, Shameless, back at it again, and she back. But where have you been, Trick? You know, hey, if you follow me on Instagram and Twitter, you know where I have been. Well, shoot, you should have just told me. First on the agenda, where was I, girl? I went to San Francisco to collaborate with Adobe, which was by far one of the most amazing collaborations ever. Adobe office is here in San Francisco, and it's super epic, childhood dream come true. Could you imagine when I was 18, I pirated Adobe Photoshop, and now we made it, mommy. Let's take a gander. This is their lunchroom. Lunchroom, guys, lunchroom. And their food is subsidized, so it's like super affordable.
Well,
I'm vlogging.
You did so good.
Oh, thank you.
amazing and can't wait for tomorrow.
But here we are. I'm doing a live feed with Adobe today, which is why I'm here. So I have 2 videos, but one on how to edit videos for Instagram stories and Instagram feeds, so vertical videos and square videos. And I worked actually on their channel, Adobe over here, Infobox, and I teamed up with their artist, Valentina V, who I already work with as a videographer. I love that I got to work with her. I love women who do tech for obvious reasons. But Adobe's working on updates to make their interface more user-friendly, more approachable to newbies. So if you're into editing and you want to elevate your content, give it that little oomph, but you don't have all the know-how in After Effects or even Premiere, you can download their motion graphics templates, which is basically things that make your videos look cool, like graphics or text, and it's free. So to download that Infobox and to watch the video on how to use that, I did it on their channel over here. So that's part of the updates, traveling to San Francisco. Other updates, you ask? Let's just open this. This fast trick. Hey, yo, Yaki. Yaki. Okay. I hope this is what I hope it is, which is 7 months. The moment I've been waiting for. You're bigger than Vancouver, you're bigger than Venice, you're bigger than Las Vegas. 1 million subscribers, Chase, get out of here! Oh, she thought I was talking to her. Okay, let's say. Oh my gosh, I feel so honored. I have a perfect place for this. Oh my gosh, what the hell? I'm gonna put it right here. On the altar. On the altar with the zoo you booze. This has been a journey here on YouTube. I've been on YouTube now for 6 years. 6 years this month. And I'm not throwing a party like I usually do. YouTube New York, what's good? I stayed trying to work with you for the past 2 years, but y'all just shut a girl down, you know? You tell me what I need to do to get all up in there to throw a party for my booze. You tell me. Sorry, it's rush hour. Personal projects that I've been working on, personal goals. 1, playing around and transforming. I love transforming. I stopped transforming on my channel because I was transforming into celebrities, and as much fun as it was, I really want to create original characters, and I kept putting it off for whatever reason, but your girl finally played dress up in my closet and created some characters for a potential little show here on my YouTube channels, you know. I will show you. Why don't you open your damn eyes and look at the receipts, Dion? Also check me out on Instagram and Twitter because I upload there. Facebook as well. Also, these eyebrows are not filled in. These are actually microbladed. I got them microbladed a couple days ago, so they're super intense right now because they're scabbing. So it's gonna grow off. Ooh.
Yes, how do you like
Holy
it?
crap. Wow, you did an amazing job.
Oh, you're...
Yeah, you did like fine.
My strokes are very fine. That's why it looks like hair strokes.
If you live on the West Coast, definitely hit her up. I'll put her info in the info box below because she hooked your girl up. And I'm at this point in my life where I feel like I'm deja vu, kind of, sort of. back to my days in New York. The same vibes that I got in New York of pushing outside of my comfort zone, because I'm very familiar with the social media space. But now I'm just pushing my way out of that. Like, this is great, but let's go beyond that. Stretch yourself, Maya. Go to the place that you don't know. Go to the place that is unfamiliar. So that's like personal stuff, like just connecting more to my church community. I've been going to church for 7 years, and prior to that, I was raised Catholic, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm over this. It was just, I couldn't deal with it. I realized everyone's different. We all are unique, and therefore there are unique ways to connect to God. And that way didn't work for me. This way does. So I've been going to church on Sundays, but then I usually just creep in. I'm in the back. I get my word, feel all inspired, and then I leave. Now I'm just like, I've been going to this church for 3 years, and I feel like I should connect more. So that's what I'm doing. I now serve at my church. I serve at Mosaic Venice. Booze, I am in Santa Monica, but join me every Sunday. I serve on the creative team for Mosaic Venice, 1210 4th Street. I will see you there. I will probably be behind a camera, but I will definitely say hi. I'm working the camera and editing for their Insta stories. And then I attend service at the Mosaic Hollywood location at night. So I'm at church all day. And I love it. I've been able to connect and make friends with people that share the same beliefs, which is so new for me. I had 2 friends that are Christian, Tina and Josh, and they don't live in the country. They live in Canada. So I'm out here, and I love that I have friends that have different walks of life. I also want to have friends that are in a space that I can be judgmental. I'm kind of judgmental against religious Christians, because I feel like people that are very, like sometimes they're just judgmental, and they're judgmental to me, and I'm like, I don't want to deal with this, but then I'm being judgmental back. So I have to like let whatever that ish go and just be open. And who cares if people are judging me? Guess what, Maya? You shameless, do you, boo? You know what I'm saying? So that's the other endeavor that I'm on, which is getting out of my comfort zone. I'm not comfortable connecting with people that are always like smiling, and I'm like, what you high on? But honestly, I am that person. I am very happy. So I'm glad that I'm around other happy people. And for me, it's important for me to do the things that are positive, that are uplifting, because my life, where I can get my positivity and love, I'm going to get it. So if that means reading amazing books in the morning, like this book, Conversations with God, so good, highly recommend it. Downloading apps, YouVersion, Mosaic app, they now have devotionals that are super inspiring and visually beautiful. So I suggest downloading those 2 apps. Whatever I can do to get me inspired, positive in that head zone, because negativity comes too easy. Life stays throwing me curveballs, and I'm always just like, for real? Why me? And for the longest time, I would always say like, why me? And I realized, it's not why me, it's me. So what you gonna do about it, girl? Life ain't fair, and you gotta make the most of it. And for me, it starts here. It's all here. It's all mental. And I have to actively work to getting my mind right, getting out of my comfort zone, going into the unknown, facing my fears. And that's the other thing. Your girl is growing up. She's growing up. And I feel like I have the same challenges now that I had when I started this channel. And it's the judgment of like, you're old, you're too this, you're too that. And I'm just like, but that doesn't serve me. What does repeating someone else's lie do for me? It doesn't do anything but harm me. It doesn't do anything but put me in a space of fear. And I have 2 choices, love or fear. And I know that the voice in my mind and in my heart that calls me to more, that calls me to get out of the comfort zone, to get into the unknown, to get shameless, is the voice that I need to listen to. And to me, that's the voice of God and the real voice of me. The other voices, those negative voices, they ain't my voice. I don't know whose voice that is, but get the heck out of there. which is why I have to drown myself in positivity. So that's the life update with me. I would love to know where you guys are at. What are your struggles? Speaking of struggles, somebody asked me, how do you get out of procrastination? And my response to that is, it's part of the process. Not everyone is a Beyonce. I'm saying, Beyonce is a living goddess. Not all of us have that discipline. Not all of us know what she or anyone else goes through. But for me, I do struggle. But then I also have to get to that point, the point of failure, the point of hitting rock bottom, because then that's when God steps in. So being in the space of vulnerability, of like, I don't have it together, that's when God's like, that's why I'm here. Move over, Trick. So I feel like if you're there, celebrate that. Let God do his thing. And for me, that means saying, I surrender. What do you want me to do? Let me do the work. So whatever that is, write it down. Write what needs to be done down. So I write, I am doing this. I am doing that. I am living my best. I am. It's so funny because I look at my journal where I'm writing, not every day, but like enough. I was struggling for so long, and then I just decided to write down all the things that I want in present tense. And literally the next journal entry, I'm there. It just shows you the power of getting your mind right, writing it down, and once you write it down, execute it. In order to reach your dreams, in order to get what you want, you have to put in the work. You can't just ask and pray and leave it up in the air. You actually have to put in work. So the hustle is real. Procrastination is part of the process. Rest. Take time out to rest, because sometimes my ass stays up till 6 o'clock in the morning working, and then I knock out at like 7 a.m. and wake up at 10. It's crazy! That's it from me. Until next time, remember to do you, be you, and stay true, boo. Be shameless. Be fierce. I snatched my own braids. How you like me now? You want to see how I did this?